hermaphrodite.
That's not the correct term anymore.
Okay, yeah, but so them, if them, the rare cases of them, they get to choose what they want.
One second. A hermaphrodite is a extremely specific type of intersex condition. But let's say that there's.
You're not going to be talking, so I'm going to drop you real quick, and then I'm going to look someone else up. And it's a very special guest.
Oh God, do not. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna fucking end myself.
Monkey, you can leave if you want.
Oh no, someone who speaks facts, so scary.
Okay, and what facts you speaking?
Must be so intimidating.
It's okay, Resident. It's okay.
No, oh God.
Okay, so and
yeah.
Are you gonna say something or not?
Yeah, sure. So trans women are not women, no. They're men.
I agree.
Okay. Timothy agrees with you. Timothy admitted to being that, like, saying what I was saying was too smart for him, so I'm gonna talk to you. Is that cool?
Sure.
Cool. So why do you think women are not women?
Why do I think trans women are not women? Well, because I think women are adult human females, and trans women are adult human males, so they would be men, not women.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is like laggy as hell.
Did he stump you with the simplicity of how correct it is? You're trying to make it so complicated, difficult. He gave it to you in simple terms, and it made sense.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You got
no response. Okay, so you were saying that you think a woman is an adult human female.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So, no disrespect. Could you show us your picture?
My picture?
No. Trans woman.
Jinx is a trans woman?
Yeah.
Oh, surprise. Right, anyways, so a woman is an adult human female. What do you want to respond to that with?
Okay, so that is the true. That is a. That is one of the definitions for right?
Right.
So, yeah, it is one of the definitions for it.
It's the one and only definition.
Another definition could be a person with qualities traditionally associated with females, right?
You just be a femboy.
What are the qualities traditionally associated with females that define women that would distinguish them from men?
What was your question?
What are the qualities traditionally associated with the female sex that would define women that distinguishes them from men? Because you understand that you're just describing feminine traits, right? Qualities traditionally associated with the female sex are just feminine traits. You know that feminine men.
Wouldn't it be just a femboy?
Yeah, it would just feminine men would meet that definition, and then masculine women wouldn't. So you can't say a woman is a person with qualities traditionally associated with females. There are men who have qualities that are feminine, and there are women who don't. So it's not a very good definition.
Wait, so you don't think that a good definition is like that is from? Like, I'm pretty sure that is literally from Oxford, no?
It's from Oxford, but it's a definition that is intended to include trans people, and all definitions intended to include trans people are just sexist. They just end up producing women to stereotypes.
Okay.
So when you say something like a woman is a person with qualities traditionally associated with females, you're just describing feminine traits. You're just saying a woman is a person who's feminine. You're not describing women. You're just saying a person who's feminine. We know there are masculine women and there are feminine men. So that's not a good definition.
Exactly.
So, having qualities traditionally associated with females does not make you a woman.
Okay, so that's not one of the. So I have a question for you, Edna. Not to like backtrack or go off topic or pivot, but I am going to pivot a little bit. So, what about if someone were to get, let's say, bottom surgery or top surgery or both? Would you consider that a woman or a man?
No, because sex is immutable in humans. You can't change your sex if you're a male. So, humans are what we call gonachoric species. You know what gonachorism means in biology?
I feel like I've heard that term before, but I have to search.
Okay, so gonachorism simply means that we're born one sex or the other, and over the course of our lifetime, our sex does not change. So humans cannot change their sex. So bottom surgery for trans women essentially is just penile inversion. You're just essentially inverting the male genitalia and then removing the testicles. That doesn't make the person female. You're just a male who has destroyed his genitalia. That's essentially what it is. And that's not disrespectful. That's just what the surgery is. You're just cutting off the testicles, removing them, and then inverting the penis right back into the hole, that is there. But it's not female genitalia, and yet again, humans can't change their sex. As far as top surgery is concerned, if you are a male who gets breast enlargement, that's just medically induced gynecomastia. Gynecomastia is just breast development in men. Yeah. So you're just medically inducing breasts. He's still a man.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you ever heard the term there's no such things as chicks with dicks, just guys with tits?
Did you just reference Ted in a TikTok live, bro?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so host, do you want to respond to that?
Well, I do agree with that. You can't really change your sex. I don't think, since gender is considered a social construct, I think that you can change your gender.
When people say gender is a social construct, they're not saying that women and men are social constructs, right? That's not what is meant by gender. When people in the sociological and anthropological sciences say that gender is a social construct, they're not saying that women and men are the social constructs. They're saying masculinity and femininity are social constructs, and which is true.
That's not true, actually. They're saying that men and women are social archetypes.
No, masculine and feminine are the archetypes, not women and men. People can't be archetypes.
No, those are descriptive. Those are the names of these social archetypes.
We're
arguing semantics.
No, we're talking about the meaning of the word. So duh. But I mean, yet again, in sociology, people cannot be archetypes. People can fall into archetypes.
Nobody's saying that people are archetypes.
Sorry, is there a reason you're interrupting me when I'm talking?
I mean, that's what you do 24/7.
As I was saying, I haven't interrupted anybody while they were talking. So you're the first person. As I was saying, right? The social archetypes in sociology and anthropology, as far as gender is concerned, is masculine and feminine. Those refer to the typical characteristics commonly associated with either of the two sexes. And the adult humans of either of the two sexes are men and women. So masculine is the social archetype and feminine is the social archetype, not women and men. Right? So the gender, when the gender sex distinction, it's not the distinction between woman, man, male, female. It's the distinction between masculine, feminine, male, and female. So it's just a common misunderstanding. Sociologists have ever stated that women.
If you're trying to be a trans woman, why don't you change your voice a little bit, make it feminine?
I don't know what this guy was going on with him, but host, you gonna respond?
So you were saying that gender itself is not a social construct, but femininity,
femininity and masculinity. Yeah. I think it's a better way. So I think under a gender critical standpoint, gender itself is not the social construct. Gender roles are the social construct. So under the gender critical framework, gender is woman and man. And then the gender roles that are associated with women and men or the genders are socially constructed. So masculinity and femininity under a gender critical perspective isn't gender, right? Masculinity and femininity are gender roles, stereotypes, norms, expectations. And those are all associative to women and men. They're not definitive of women and men. So committing to particular social roles or committing to particular social behaviors or social presentations doesn't make a person a woman. They're still a man, and the reason they're a man is because of their sex, not because of their social presentation.
Okay, so wait.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, doesn't the social norms make gender a social construct, or am I wrong about that?
Yeah, sure. In a sociological context, yes, but in that context, like I said, in the context of sociology and anthropology, gender isn't woman and man. So you need to stop confusing or conflating masculinity with man. Masculinity is the social construct in the context of sociology. That's what they're talking about. They're not saying men are social constructs. They're saying masculine traits are social constructs. You look up any contemporary definition of the word gender. It says it will refer to, I think Oxford defines it as the male or the female sex, especially when considered with reference to social and cultural differences rather than biological ones. You're just describing masculinity and femininity, right? That's just traits typically associated with the sexes. And the adult humans of either of the sexes, i.e., adult human females, are women, and the adult human males are the men. That's how that works. So under that framework, trans women are men and trans men are women, and not the other way around.
Oh, so
I'm gonna hold my tongue for a bit.
What happened?
There's something
I'm gonna hold my tongue for a bit. I want to see how this goes.
Is there something you want to say, Sakuna?
No. I kind of want to see where this goes. I just want to see. Let me observe for a second. I'll jump in.
Okay, so you're saying that...
Oh, nobody got another
I was just going to say something real quick. I was just going to say that, so you're saying that I'm confusing masculinity and femininity with gender being social construct, but those two makes into gender, therefore it makes into social construct, does it not?
No, it doesn't. No. Masculinity and femininity have never ever defined women and men. No. Masculinity and femininity are traits that we associate with men and women. We don't define women by those things. Because we know that they're masculine women and they are feminine men. So, no. If feminine equaled woman, it would be redundant to say feminine woman or masculine woman or masculine man. Clearly, there are two different things. That's why we use one as a noun and one as an adjective. Masculine is an adjective that describes the noun. Right? So, they are not the same thing. Nope. So, masculinity does not equal man. Adult human male equals man. Therefore, trans women are men, not women. Right? Have I lagged out?
No, my brain is lagging out.
You're high as a kite.
Monkey, you had a lot to say, but now I'm on the panel, you're not saying a whole lot. Oh, you have me blocked. That's cute. Why?
Blocked the fuck?
You do? I don't know who you are.
Yeah, you do.
Wait, Monkey, have you talked to Edna before? Oh, okay.
I don't know why you have me blocked. I don't know who you are.
Okay.
No, we've had conversations before.
Oh, so you got so triggered you blocked me?
I didn't block you. One of my mods did.
Okay. Yeah, your mods got triggered, clearly. But anyways, yeah, so trans women are not women. They're men. I don't think anybody here has anything that can refute that. It's they're not the case. You can defend it.
Sakuna said that he was biting his tongue, so I want to see if he says anything.
Yeah. I have a few things to say. I just wanted to hear. I guess I'll ask Edna. Can I hear your full argument? Because I just joined in late.
Well, yeah. So I said that trans women are not women because, under my view, my semantic reduction of the word woman is that it refers to a human adult female, right? So then, trans women as adult human males will be categorized as men, not women. As you. Men would be adult human males.
So specifically, are you referring to the biology? I'm sorry. I'm very curious. Your argument is one that I've honestly never heard from most people I've debated. So it's just a different perspective that I haven't heard before.
Well, it's just male. Yeah. So we're talking about biology. So it's adult human male, and then adult human female. So adult human males are men, and adult human females are women.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can grant you that. Like, if we're looking at this purely from a sex perspective, I don't think trans women are arguing that they're sexually women now. I don't think trans men are arguing that they're sexually men now.
Quite a few do, but sure.
No serious orator that I've spoken to has ever claimed that. Nobody who actually knows.
Why are trans women called male to female trans people?
Male to female, transitioning from a social perspective.
But male and female are not social, so why do you say that?
I mean, we have listen, ultimately, I'm not here to argue the semantics of like a group of people with you. I can concede the point that that's not the like quote unquote correct like.
Okay, so you agree that we should abandon the terminology male to female trans people?
I'm not saying that we should abandon it, but what I'm saying is that
if it's wrong, then why are we using it?
I mean, I actually
think that a lot of
sorry.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I was just gonna say I think personally that we should abandon the saying male to female and should convert it to man to female.
You've been saying the same thing. Sure. All right. Go ahead.
I think gender. And
I mean, I'd have to do some other research and look into that. I think ultimately, like, if we look at this from like a gendered perspective, most people are arguing that you are transitioning from a social woman to a social man, and specifically in the point of female to male.
Okay. And what does the word woman refer to in a social context? Because that's the problem.
So, from a social context, is somebody who identifies with the female social archetype, and who shows outward feminine traits.
Are there men who express outward feminine traits?
Yes, but do they associate with the female archetype?
Okay, well, describe the female archetype first, and then we can figure out if you think men can associate with those things.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to go into societal understandings, and ultimately, I think a lot of this does boil down to stereotypes. So, like specific colors, specific color palettes.
Then you can't use it. 1 second, I must take a pen. So you can't use it to define women. Then, do you know what a stereotype is?
It is a negative. I don't have the Oxford off the top of my head.
I'll tell you. It just refers to an oversimplified generalization about a particular group of people, right?
Correct.
So, do you know what it means to oversimplify something?
I do, yes.
Okay, what does it mean to oversimplify something?
It is to take a complex topic and to boil it down into a non-nuanced, in a nutshell, esque perspective.
No, that's simplification, not oversimplification. So simplification is where you take something and make it digestible or comprehensive for a person to understand. Oversimplification is where you simplify something to such an extent that a distorted impression.
Yes, that's where my addition of the non-nuanced.
So, non-nuanced doesn't mean distorted impression. No, distorted impression means that you're giving an inaccurate or illegitimate understanding of the thing I think that you're talking about.
Again, semantics, we agree.
So, well, we're talking about the meaning of words. I don't know why you keep using the word semantics to avoid.
This is ultimately your whole argument.
This is a semantic. 1 second. There's nothing wrong with semantics. I don't know why people on debate talk keep using that word in a negative way. We're having a conversation right now about the meaning of a word, so it is inevitably going to be a semantic argument. So if you didn't think that we were engaging in semantics the entire time, my friend, I think you have a very cute surprise for you. So we are having a semantic discussion right now.
Okay? Yeah, and I agree with. Listen, I agree with that.
One second.
It's about words like oversimplified. No, that's stupid.
Yeah,
that's the point.
Why am I being muted when I was the one talking?
Because you keep on interrupting him.
I actually didn't interrupt Sakuna. I was actually talking. I actually didn't because I wasn't done.
You did.
So I really didn't. You're just mad.
Let's just move past this.
As I was saying, right? The reason that the word oversimplification matters is because you brought up stereotypes, and that's a part of the definition. You brought up the word stereotype and you didn't even know what the word stereotype meant, right?
I did, actually.
No, you didn't, because I asked you to.
No, you didn't have to teach me.
As I was saying,
listen, hey, no, you cut me off. Listen, you don't cut somebody off and be like, oh, you didn't know.
I didn't cut you off.
You very much did cut me off. I mean, I can put you on the record. You did cut me off. I told you I didn't know the exact Oxford, but I was about to give you a definition.
Are you going to not? Is anyone going to mute him when he's interrupting me? Or
yeah, I'll start.
I mean, if you're going to what you were saying, if you were going to simply lie, then I will interrupt.
Can I finish my sentence, please? Right. So, I didn't cut you off. I was talking about how you didn't know what a stereotype was. You didn't know. Right, and a stereotype is an oversimplified generalization. So if your definition of the word woman boils down to stereotypes, then it's not a definition, because the definition would be oversimplified. You wouldn't get an accurate impression of the word woman or what a woman refers to. You get a distorted impression or an inaccurate impression of what a woman is. So you can't say that your definition of the word woman boils down to stereotypes. If it's a stereotype, it's not definitive.
Okay, so you are very much straw-manning my argument. I'm arguing that I said that it can sometimes dip into stereotypes, but my overall argument is that it is It is within the female archetype, right? And I was about to define things for the female archetype before you very rudely interrupted me, may I add. And yes, no, you did also interrupt me. I was about to give my personal definition, or not personal, well, it was personal, definition of stereotype, because I didn't know the Oxford off the top of my head. And you did, in fact, cut me off. Yeah, no, I'm arguing that a woman in today's society, if we look at it, if we want to, because ultimately that's what we are arguing is, from a gender perspective, what is a woman? It is somebody who identifies with the female archetype. And whose, may I add, whose satisfaction and happiness is increased by identifying with the female archetype.
Right, so that didn't explain anything. You just went yapping for an hour.
No, I actually just, I literally just.
Sorry, I'm speaking now. I never interrupted you. Stop talking, please. So, you didn't add anything to anything. You just kept repeating.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's why, because I have so many apps open. Jesus Christ. And my phone's over here. Oh my god, I'll invite Edna back up if he joins back. Resume live. Here we go. Maybe it'll work. I don't know.
I asked you to describe. Sorry, 1 second. When I asked you to describe the female archetype, you said ultimately it boils down to stereotypes. It's literally
I didn't
what.
say that.
Yes, you did.
I did not say that.
You're just a liar now. You're just lying.
I'm not lying. That is just straight up not what I said. I mean, this is.
Monkey, are you gonna be honest and?
I mean, I am being honest. That's just not what I said. I said that sometimes you can dip into stereotypes.
No, you didn't say sometimes it can dip into stereotypes.
That's exactly what I said.
No, you said ultimately it boils down to stereotypes.
You want me to pull
That's not what I said.
He said it sometimes dip into.
No. All right. Did you have the recording?
I do have
we
the
can
recording,
definitely.
actually.
Yeah, go
I
back
do
and
have the
show it.
recording.
Let's play it back now. How much do you want to bet that you said that it boils down to stereotypes?